Peace and blessings. How y'all doing? My name is Shaquem. I'm here live at the Miss Carrie Marshall 1-year memorial celebration. I want to start it off with a poem that I wrote, and the poem is called A Good Mother. A good mother. Every mother has a moment in her life where she remembers every detail. She remembers dates, time of event, and the place very well. It is the moment when she gives birth to her child and becomes a mother. It is at that very same moment she declares, I'm gonna be a good mother. A good mother has many defining traits. Unconditional love, a good role model, and support without hesitating. Yes, a good mother has a never-ending supply of unconditional love. A child could destroy her most prized possession and do things out of the ordinary, but she will always hold them above. She will still look at them with that smile on her face, because through it all she knows her child is safe. Usually when a child wanders into hurtful things, people will turn their backs, but not her, because it's a good mommy thing. Even when the child grows and becomes an adult, it may make decisions that are not her fault. She will still love that child and be there when needed, and give it shelter and continue to feed it. A good mother also provides emotional support. When things are looking down, she says, be a good sport. A real good mother uses her credentials to see that her child reach their full potential. Even if she has to take a break and find a bottle, a good mother continues to be a good role model. She smiles and shows respect to family, friends, and strangers, always hoping to keep her child away from danger. Miss Marshall is a good mother not by accident or fluke, but on purpose. She is a good woman because she is strong and brave and surplus. She is a good mother not because she wanted to be and needed to be. Miss Marshall was a good mother because that's how it's meant to be. She was a good mother in quiet moments and a soft caress. She was a good mother in loud banging and cries of distress. Miss Marshall was a good mother through frustration and tears. She was a good mother despite her woes and fears. Miss Marshall was a good mother when others would have given up. She was a good mother when it didn't measure up. Miss Marshall was a good mother when you told her she shouldn't be. That's when she really was a good mother in more ways than you can see. Miss Marshall was a good mother. She did what was best for her child. She was a good mother who toughed it out rough and mild. Miss Marshall was a good mother, and although she didn't know everything, she still was a good mother because of the joy doing it brings. Miss Marshall was a good mother when she held them little hands and kissed their tears. She was a real good mother who will be remembered through the years. Miss Marshall was a good mother through the little things and the big things. She was a real good mother because of what being a mommy brings. Miss Marshall was a good mother because when all around her others cried, she was a real good mother who continued to step up and try. At one point she told Sharon about the noise that exists. Let me get my bat and I'll handle this ish. I didn't know about you, but I know I was blessed to have had the opportunity to meet a woman who was above the rest. But if you didn't get a chance and you still want to meet her, just look into the eyes of Tracy, Stacy, and Nakisha. Peace.
Someday, somewhere, way over in Beulah land, in a robe so bright and fair. Yes, I've got to fold my arm in a judgment fold. Yes, Lord, and hear my burdens laid. Well, I've got friends going on before, but I want to tell them don't weep. But I know sometime you'll be bound to mourn. But bless my soul, I'll meet you someday. 'Cause I know I'll be going home. Oh, you just look for me in heaven somewhere. Oh, yes, I'll be there. Oh, somewhere round God's altar. Somewhere for me in heaven somewhere.
You know I'll,
Yes, I'll be
well, yes, I'll be somewhere,
somewhere
round God's
altar.
throne.
I'll be somewhere,
Somewhere round God's throne. You just look
for me in heaven somewhere.
You know I'll,
Yes, I'll be
well, somewhere,
somewhere round God's somewhere
round God's throne.
You
Just look
for me in heaven somewhere.
You know I'll,
Yes, I'll be
yes, I'll be somewhere around God's altar. I'll be somewhere around God's throne. You just look
for me in heaven somewhere.
You know I'll,
Yes, somewhere round God's altar.
somewhere around God's throne.
You just look for me in heaven somewhere.
You know I'll,
Yes, I'll be
yes, I'll be somewhere around God's altar. I'll be somewhere around the throne. You just look for me in heaven somewhere. You know I'll be there.
Oh baby, stara, oh no, yeah, oh, my heart stand beside you, my soul. You can never have it on my man. I'll be there for you. Oh baby, one day I promise you my.
You're my kind of bro, you better keep the flow. Can you imagine that? Let them know, little beat that's right, me beat in it's right. Okay, some light is so tight. Get back, it's going down smash. No way, this way, you know, yes I'm playing. Korean MC, you and I will I see. Hip hop will say this ain't the place to be.
I know you, baby, love, and I love you for my life. I know you know. I know that you love me. I see my future in your eyes. Hold on, my love for you.
What you know about shit ass sweet? You can swear, gotta keep your eye, open your eyes, and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with the wannabe trace. Yeah, you're alarming, give it to the one. On the trail, keep your hands swelling. I'm calling, and rapper, down, smack in the mouth.
I believe in you. You love me. Call my name and take my hand. I still believe that you love my baby. You, all my love, I will give you everything. Yeah, I will
One for
never
the
leave
trouble, two
your
for the
side.
trouble. Hey yo, listen up guys, and I'm so rocko. So many losers, and you listen to Kuzo. I guess the many fan as you were so young. Lies down and the brains down. Fire the man, if it goes down. Yeah, cause you don't know, you do know. Today's generation has come to this, get along. We bring you to the real track, so down. Yeah, I'm right to the future with the new
Oh, when
tracks.
you smile for me, I say forever.
Yo, catch me, watch me, show the penalty. We know that is the man and the real legacy. You know how we do. Yes, I'm the man to the song like this.
You are my strength
Jesus paid the cost. How he died to save us and hung on the cross. Tell my friends on the other side of Jordan that I will be there soon.
Journey with me to a land that I know you don't wanna see. Make you feel the pain of a man you don't wanna be. As the world turns, where do we go from here? As the world burns, where do we go from here? Journey with me to a land that I know you don't wanna see. Make you feel the pain of a man you don't wanna be. As the world turns, where do we go from here? As the world burns, where do we go from here?
Living life without direction, trying to find our way, check ourselves through reflection, while the world is set ablaze. In troubled time, no peace of mind, don't care if we live or die. As the world burns, tell me, where do we go?
Where do we go from here? Overpopulation pays the power of politicians. Increasing migration, outnumbered by bodies missing. Less lynching, but niggas still under chaos condition. But we standing strong versus all the heat from the kitchen. Oversized villains made out of underage children. Over nothing killings. Shallow graves by the millions. Breeding ground of the hungry in oversized project buildings. And of course still Bill Gates, the way to make billions. We locked in this cage since the days we was raised. Stop by the pigs, aiming with their gauge. Never was a gangster, but thanks to the stereotype they gave us, I'm on the ground with my face down, shackled and cuffed, sniffing up dust. Police lights highlight my blood, victimized by the madness, Lord. Got me from above, cause I feel like one of many humans stuck with a million names, incinerated, incarcerated amongst the world's slain.
The way the world moves, different cultures and different crews. Political statement mixed with analytical views. Double exaggerated news, heard about between pews. Candles get lit for all the souls that we lose. It's just a daily struggle to live life on life terms. Learning from mistakes that I make and hoping to turn the wrong to right. Feel like I'm living my life to right. Expressing my message while thanking the Lord for my blessings. Just another contestant, trying to get all that I can. See the world's over greed, then I pull away my hand. No need for the gram or the grands. Money will never make a man. It was never with God's plan.
Journey with me to a land that I know you don't wanna see. Make you feel the pain of a man you don't wanna be. As the world turns,
Where do we go from here?
as the world burns.
Where do we go from here?
Journey with me to a land that I know you don't wanna see. Make you feel the pain of a man you don't wanna be. As the world turns,
Where do we go from here?
as the world burns.
Where do we go from here?
There's so much good in the worst of us, that's real, but there's so much bad in the best of us. Yet and still we burn people like the Holocaust. I wonder what it costs to listen to these lost thoughts. Feelings I came across, we step on Mother Nature like we daddy long legs, and assassinate each other like we was born without brains. As the world burns, so I spark my blunt with it. Toy soldiers try to take my life, but what they really want with it.
Just look out the window, can you see what? Fuck the weed and Hennessy, nigga, feel me, it's a new century. What does this future hold for us? How many people can I touch with this music that we plush? I almost had enough, and I'm only 19. Can't imagine what I'm doing when I'm 36. I hope to God I ain't scarred with the 666.
Okay, I'm just waiting for my oldest daughter, which it was her. She brought this all together. You know, but to tell you the truth, like I'm real emotional.
Hey.
Like I don't want to do this, but that's real selfish because I know a lot of people love my mother. And when we did the funeral, we actually didn't have where people can speak because we just wanted it to be a ceremony and do a picture, give a memorial to her. So she wanted this to be done because she got, you know, a lot of people had some things to say. And I know like a lot of people aren't here yet and should think, because there were a lot of people that. Oh, that helped, yeah. Well, yeah, there were some more. I mean, we'll get to that. I just want to get to this and tell Nikema get back here. And Lyndon's back here too. You know, they got the hall, so everybody came together. You know, we want to thank everybody that did come and all for all your food there's enough food back there for Thanksgiving. So nobody gonna be hungry. You know, no, you might get a couple of plates to take home, because I know I'm not taking that. But so what we're gonna do is start off with a couple of the memories, so we can like kind of get a little festive vibe in here, because I know my mother was funny as hell. Right? She was funny, and I know a lot of you all have some real precious memories of her. We just want to share a couple of them. And when the people get back, then we'll eat, and then, you know, let it go on from there.
So the first memory is from Paris.
Who's Paris? That's my
Hi,
friend.
Paris. I met Miss Carrie at one of their family functions. She was smiling then, and she is smiling down on us now. That's for me. Thank you, Paris.
Thank you, Carrie. Yeah. Let me see.
I'm a friend.
Judy. Where's Judy at? Hey, Judy. I, Judy Brown, am a friend of Tracy and met Tracy's mom for a very short time. And the lady that I met was awesome. Love always. That was from Judy. But I want you all to shit tell the real deal about it.
I was going to talk about her uncle, but I didn't dare.
I'm going to share that one, FBI. Okay. Oh, shoot. I like this one. Where's Shaquille and Shadera? She's not in here?
Don't read it, just
I remember a childhood lesson learned as an adult. Carrie and I laughed so hard in a long while teaching Elijah the 1-2 buckle my shoe rhyme.
And I have to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
We all learned the rhyme 1-2. Buckle my shoe, 3-4, shut the door. 9-10. Let's do it again. Right?
And
Well,
then 11, 12, we cook them all. That's
well, I told Elijah at 9-10. So he went to Carrie. He's trying to teach Mom this rhyme. And Carrie says, no, it's 9-10, the big fat hen, 11-12, cook it well. Now, I never heard those two. So I called Carrie, and I'm just laughing because we was trying to teach Elijah something, but you know Elijah can be persistent. My nana said this way. But when he came to me, he says, no, my mom said this way. So we laughed for hours, actually for a good half hour on the phone that day about that rhyme, because she taught me something too. So I was letting Elijah know, because Mom is much older, she knows how it really goes. So we all learned the lesson that day.
All right, we're going to do another one. Thank you, Misty. Is this Shadira again? Okay. Where's she at? Shelly? Hi. You gotta come and elaborate. Okay, I remember Auntie Carrie used to rock me on her lap as a baby. It's okay. I love drooling all over her lap. I am sure there are many, many more who share the same memory. As she rocked nieces, nephews, her children, other children, grandbabies, and great-grands too. I miss you, Auntie Carrie. Love, Charlotte.
Yep. So JoJo said, and so, I mean, I'm 50 years old now, and there are some.
Welcome to the 50s.
I mean, when you think about it, Auntie Carrie rocked
All of us.
me, JoJo. How old are you, JoJo?
All of us, 57.
JoJo's 57. She rocked all of us. Rose, all of us. Down to the youngest baby here, like great grandbaby. And I remember so good, like just drooling all over Auntie Carrie's lap, and I loved it. You know, so, yeah, and she would, and you would just be Seriously. But, you know, one thing about Auntie Carrie, and I have so many fond memories of her because I just loved her so much. And Auntie Carrie, she was always like our equal. Like, as we was coming up, we used to call her Carrie. We used to call her Carrie, just Carrie, until we got older and realized that she was so deserving of our respect. And one day, for all of us, I think, there was a transition to where we started calling her Auntie Carrie. You know, because she wasn't our equal, even though she allowed us to treat her like she was just one of us. Like, Auntie Carrie was just one of us, but she was just deserving. Like, I mean, I can go on and on and on about Auntie Carrie. I won't even tell you about the time my mother was going to leave me in jail for shoplifting. But who came down to get me but my Auntie Carrie? So that's a different story. But, you know, my fondest memory is of her laugh. So, and I'm sure a lot of people share.
I want to say you gotta write it down. I want to say, since you're 50, almost 50.
No, 50 and a half.
And I swear to God, you look 35.
Listen, my mother, they send some good genes there. Okay, we're going to do one more. And the keeper should be on the way because I know everybody's hungry. Okay. Oh, this is a long one. There are so many wonderful memories of Auntie. The one that stands out, and I want to say that if you got another one you want to put in the box because it is about her, go ahead and put it in there.
Yeah, because there's too many people on here for us to only have 6 of them.
Okay, there are so many wonderful memories of Auntie. The one that stands out the most to me is when she came to Canada with Scotty and me and the kids. She could never escape the kids. She was the life of the party. I think she had more fun than all of us. She didn't want to sit still for nothing. She tried me out. Tired me out. And she never complained once. The kids complained more than her. I miss her smile, her phone calls, and coming to our house for our surprise dinners for her. I will always love you, Auntie. Bless you. You want to say something?
I just remember us going to Canada, and she was so happy, and I was like to my husband, I said, is Auntie ever going to sit still? I said, I'm tired. She's like, I'm going to go see the butterfly exhibit. Let's go to the Niagara Falls. And I said, I'm really tired. She's like, I'm ready to go. She said, are you all ready? She was just always ready, always smiling, always happy. She never, ever complained.
No,
that was Canada and Florida.
Yeah, Florida was a miserable trip, but Auntie loved every bit of it. My sister came, you know how miserable she is. She made the trip bad, but Auntie never ever complained. She loved it.
So we're going to say some so we can do some more. Add them right in it, because I have like 48 years of memories of my mother. And I think, so here and there I'll share some here and there. Tracy, I don't know where my sister Tracy, she's right there. I think in the last few weeks I was thinking about a memory, and I was about 4 years old, and we used to live on Eustis Street. And I remember out of nowhere, I just remembered this, because Shelly had said something a couple of months ago. Shelly had said, oh, we used to be so jealous of you because you were so spoiled. You know, my mother used to like spoil me. And I remember, I don't know how many people, how old you all are, but does anybody remember the clothes and play? The little record player? You close it and play it, open it, and I got that for my birthday. And I was thinking about it the other day because something came on the radio, and I remember the songs that was out, and it was, one bad apple don't spoil a whole bunch of girls. Oh, you remember Mira used to sing that? That one, and then she used to sing, it was that one, A, B, C, it's easy as 1, 2, 3, and then it was the other one. It was the Partridge Family, no, Michael Jackson. Osmond, no, there was one more. Oh my God. Baby, shoot, honey, honey, I don't know who that was. And I kept putting it on and taking it off and closing it and taking it off and closing. She said, girl, you're tight. She don't never swear. That doggone got Johnny thing down and play that song. I'm gonna take the music from you. But I kept open and I remembered that the other day, and it's like, that was like more than 40 years ago, you know? So like, I got some memories. So I hope everybody just put their memories in the box, you know, so that we can just really sit here and remember. Okay, go ahead, Lisa, you can turn the music on. Kima should be on her way back. Thank you guys. We're gonna share some more in a little bit. You talk to her? Linda. She's right here. Her phone's here. Oh, Tracy, you gonna share? Her phone's here. Okay. I got her phone too. What you want to say? Oh, call Shakira. You got Shakira's number? Yeah. Kevin's phone is here.
Right there.
All right, we're gonna start with the yeah?
What do you want me to check?
Hey, Dave, I'll do that. Look at the shoes. You got shoes on? Hey, pretty girl. Hi. They look so cute.
I can't keep doing.
Can't afford much.
She mean too. But look at Jay.
They're driving me mad. At the movie, all I concentrate on is you.
All right, you guys, hello. I'm getting ready to take some of you.
Bye. Bye. See you later. Bye. Bye. See you later.
It's fine. It's fine. This is somebody. She was our neighbor. And I think she's the only one my mother trusted me with. She didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing. Everybody else, I'm not getting in no big trouble. But I think this is the one. She started with my little sister Tracy, and then we hung out with her. And it said, all your love covered many hearts and souls. Oh, that's you. Oh, all your heart covered many hearts and souls. Love Gloria. Queen Gloria. Your spirit source be stable. Thank you.
I just want to say that
everybody, we do have people speaking.
When I see Stacy's stories on Facebook mentioning her mother, it just goes to my heart because I lost my mother too. And I see all these beautiful faces in the room, and everybody who was at the service, and everybody who was at the refast, and here it is 1 year later, and I just feel your mother's spirit. And whenever you mention this, I see you smile. You thought I was a neighbor.
We got my neighbor back there. All right. I would like to
What she want? She wants the mic?
Moment of silence.
Please. I know a lot of people haven't seen each other. But we are here because of her. We please, like, you know. Okay. The biggest memory I have in every event, no matter who was there, if nobody was talking, you could definitely count on Auntie Carrie to have a story to talk about. Never a boring moment.
She want a mic?
With and around Auntie Carrie. Love and
She want a mic? Microphone.
that's what it is.
Pretty loud.
Okay, here we go. When I first saw the word puzzle, when I first, hey, y'all gotta keep this side. Okay. When I first saw the word puzzle on the tables, I thought of Carrie. She always sorted out crossword puzzles, Eugene. That was her cousin Eugene and her cousin. That's her name. Tony Marie. Okay. One of my earliest memories of Auntie Carrie is of her doing my hair. She would hit me with the brush every time I moved, and then proceeded to give me doodle braids. One on top and one on each side. I quickly learned how to do my own hair. But my most recent memory of Auntie was right before she started giving weed. I was washing the dishes for her. Hello. Then straightening up the house. I had the gospel music channel on flash. A song came on. And I started shouting in the kitchen. I jumped off the couch and started shouting And then I said, keep it warm, and we laugh and we talk about it.
Kept going. Went back home.
Be quiet! Hello! Little boys breathing now. One thing I loved about Auntie Carrie was that she was always there for her family, no matter what. Love Cohen, will always be remembered. Y'all over here right now. Y'all can't be using our faces. Okay. Okay. Was Mom favorite? I love her so much. Oh, WWE was my favorite. Listen, you know the kid. I love her so much. Thank you, Mom. Love today. They got you go. What are you talking about? All right. That's my grandbaby.
Yeah,
And my second
done?
Mine is the best.
You want some more?
I remember we always used to watch wrestling. She was the best. Listen, she would always, that's not, when we was watching,
Chicken and rice. And some pasta.
Hello.
Alright, one thing I remember about Auntie Carrie was that she always knew who she was. Regardless of how many cousins I had. That's a good one. That was a good one. We're gonna let people make my mom down. Okay. Auntie Carrie was the younger Marshall back in the day. She was always quick to the point. Y'all stop all that fuss and give me a devilish dog Pepsi and some chips. Love you, Auntie. Who wrote this?
Peace.
Who wrote this? Oh, Ben. This is yeah, okay, here we go. Mom will be the grandma. I can feel it in my heart. Love you, Jane. Bring your brother. Bring your brother. Alright. Tell me again. Another memory, me and we call ourselves going again. The thing that we sing, hey! One of her favorite songs. And after Anita Baker finished singing, Auntie was furious she had to sing her song. Well, it was a free concert. We quickly found out that Anita Baker didn't sing this season. We laughed so hard that Auntie said, stop laughing and find her a bathroom. She had peed on herself from laughing. Just a little bit. Auntie would always promise to take us to the turtle. Yeah, that's from London. Okay, let me see. No, my mother has some memory. There's no there's a speech. All the time. Jojo said, and I always felt safe down here. He said he ran up in the house, and I thought he was saying that he was feeling safe. All y'all know your cousin, why didn't you get burger? He was saying she was sacrificing him.
Like, I used to tease my auntie, and I loved her Auntie Carrie, but I used to tease and said I was a baby because, you know, me and my brothers and sisters lost and Auntie Carrie was Mama's baby, but Mama raised us. And so I named after Auntie Carrie, you know, and I used to always tease Auntie Carrie. I was a baby, she would inspire me, she would put Pepsi in my head, mess up my cake, and told me that I was a baby.
I'm putting my heel, okay?
Sister Auntie.
Okay. What I'm missing on Auntie Carrie is, now this is a good one. There wasn't a dance and she couldn't do. You all know that. She got on the floor and sat a few of us there. From the bottom to the top. Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Huh? Nobody and said what I mentioned about Auntie Carrie is there wasn't a dance she couldn't do from the bottom to the top. I know she was at the NA and she be on the floor and as the people say, years and months and like, oh my God. No, I mean 2010, next thing I know she on the floor. She didn't say, my mother said, we had a patio. My fondest memory of my cousin Carrie, the quiet talk we used to have about life, and she talk about
Sorry.
My sister told me memories of my cousins when they were all young and they came up from down south. Who was babysitting who? You know, and some of these memories we don't get to hear because we're not around. So when my two older sisters would say, who babysat who, you know, just like my cousin Toonie in the night that we used to have down Uncle Twist and Sally's and you guys didn't get to enjoy last year. You know, we just have quiet time. We would just talk about things and she said, you know what, I'm really proud of you. What the heck is your fault? What about what they call
But I want to say something, and I'm going to bring it down for a second. And I think maybe everyone should come up and share, because I think we did it a little bit, and just to write it because Dr. Carrie wished so much to everybody, so much, and you can't just sum it up on a piece of paper.
That's right.
And so I think we should just open it up. But I just want to say one thing. I have so many fun memories of Auntie Carrie, as you all heard, being a little baby on her lap. But one real touching memory that I have of Auntie Carrie was during her final days. And during her final days, we all went, like she wanted to be home. And I think that was a very unselfish act of her because she gave each and every one of us time to come and see her and sit with her. And so I went to see Auntie Carrie during her last days and I sat on her bed and we just had a conversation. She was talking to me. And, you know, we were joking just about the turtle taking the water, and I never got to see that, and all of that stuff. And then she just broke it down to me, and she said, Shelley, she said, you know something? I really miss you not being around. And she said, but I understood. I understood because you worked a lot, you worked a whole lot, and I understood that. But I still miss you. And that just broke me down. I went from laughing to crying. Always here. And Auntie Carrie reached out and she just started patting me on my back, you know, and she was comforting me. And Auntie Carrie was like that, like no matter what she was going through, no matter what she was going through, she was always put the other person before her. And so I just needed to share that because there are so many memories that I have of Auntie Carrie, like her having to taste my Pepsi before I drank it to make it taste right. You know, like all of that kind of stuff, you know, and so, but that really touched me, her during her life, and her just playing. I just needed to say that.
So I'm going to finish the last one, last two, and then whoever wants to say something, you will come up, okay? All right. This is from Nelson. I miss you, I hope you miss me. 2, I wish you could still be here, and Mom, I miss you very, very much. All right, and this is the last one out of the book. My Gucci mom, and everybody, we should have asked you all what was called their father. She was Gucci's grandma. I think he's in the bed. My daughter, the senior group. My son, he's not here. Well, no, he just got back from Afghanistan. My Gucci mom, she always called me on the phone and say, Shadira, how are you? How you doing? She said, you are one of my adoptions, so you know I have to always check in with you. Love you, Shadira. Talk to you later. And I need to say, Shadira and Shakiki, and neither one of them on her name. She called her everything but Shakira, what her name was. She was Shadira one day and Shakiki another day. So we all started calling her Shakiki and Shadira. Shakira. Rest in peace, my Gucci. I love you always. I miss you. All right, thank you guys. So now Tracy wants to say something. My little sister. Younger. I'm taller than you. I'm taller than you.
Something to look at the pictures.
I have a lot of memories of my mother as well. Just so many of us. But like, I want to touch on how my mother was not a selfish person. She embraced, she met so many people that have come into our family, and you know where we get it from, we're adopting people and calling them our family, and really they're not. But she made people feel so welcome, friends, you know, and I think I kind of took after her. I'm trying to, but, you know, I mean, she, you know, just our friend, she's always embraced. But one of the selfless things my mother has ever done and taught me was, I was 16 when I was pregnant with my first child, and to find out that my child was born with Down syndrome, mother was right there by my side, and she said to me, you know, when they asked me if I wanted to give her up for adoption, I looked to my mother, like, Mommy, and she's like, Tracy, whatever it is that you want and you need to do, I have your back. I will be here for you. And she always has been, you know. And a lot of times I would think, oh, my mother hasn't, you know, isn't there for me like that, you know. And I never want to put anything on her, but I was grateful to have been there for her in her last days. And you know, just like she was there for me, you know, and, you know, she helped me with my daughter and everything. We didn't depend on nothing and no one, you know, and, you know, she just said, you know, she told me how proud she was and how strong I was. And I've always told her that she was my rock. She has been everyone's rock. You know, so those are one of the memories of my mother that I you know.
I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to say bye to everybody.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Anyone else? Anyone right up? We got people speaking, can we respect them? I just respect the memory of Carrie.
That day, I and Carrie had a relationship. When she was sitting in her house, she always made me laugh. You never saw her sad. Last time I had to be out, we spent about 3 hours laughing. Somebody was through. Some of my big mom. They don't walk with her. One little bit with her. Why Carrie was so focused? Always. But she always played.
I'm dead.
Always hold you when she does.
I can't walk.
And I miss her. Always putting something funny to say. I remember my first time station, but still, all the time I watched them grow up. In other words, that's what I had about
I haven't been she was on.
What's up,
but she made me laugh. She held the marshals together. I don't remember Mama because I was too young when she passed, but everything that people talk about Mama, she embodied it. She was all about family. Everything about her was family. One day I was sitting back, and it finally hit me. I think it was Uncle Scotty's 50th birthday. I got to sit down with Auntie Carrie and I told her, Auntie Carrie, you're the closest thing I have to a grandmother. I got my own father's mother alive, but she was my grandmother. She was the person I can go to her house anytime, everything. She always had open doors. I remember from being little to old, even she got to see my son. She got to see my oldest, Troy, and that made me happy. Last year around this time, I was having my second son was born and she passed. I didn't know how to channel it because at the time of being either happy or sad, happy because my child was born, but sad because I missed a big part of her. And it,
Okay, baby. Take your time, Troy.
I closed down a lot. It doesn't feel the same. But I know Auntie Carrie, like y'all, everyone said, she always made people laugh and excited. So I just wanted to share that and my fondest memory, just playing with me as a kid. She was always on the couch. We go to Auntie Carrie's house, she was always on the couch. She was in her house apron, she never had her clothes on. She was always in her. So being on the couch, and she used to play this game. We used to all sit on the couch. She used to go squeeze the lemon to the juice box. Or remember the Cosby's and the episode when Bill Cosby had all the kids and he was playing like they was all on his knees and he was playing like he was a wild bronco. Auntie Carrie used to do that stuff. So that was my memories and I just wanted to say that.
When I was a little person, Auntie Carrie was like me. We'd go out, Auntie Carrie would take me we out to a double dutch, we roller skate. So it was more or less, you know, like an auntie to me, it was like a big sister to me. Because I was down here, you know, with Auntie Carrie, and as I got older and older, Auntie Carrie is very special to me. Very special to me. I love her. I know she's still here with us. She's in here. Auntie Carrie, I know you're here. But I love her to death. That's my big sister.
Carrie. My fondest memory and my best memory is I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my Aunt Carrie. When I was a baby, I was left in the house with a burning fire, and she ran back in to get me. So I'm real grateful for her today.
Well, I have a funny memory.
No, I don't know her. As you all know, I'm Carrie, oldest granddaughter. I went to see my grandmother. I'm gonna tell a sad story, and I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna tell a funny story. Right after her surgery, she had to go to the Bostonian house for a couple of weeks. I'm at home doing my hair, weaving. I get a call from Keisha saying, "Can you go up there?" Mom's talking about the police. I'm like, what? She's like, she's saying the police is there because she stole something. So put the last track in, run up there. Mind you, the whole top of my head goes in. My grandmother. We get up there and run to the front desk. Like, what's going on with my grandmother? What's going on? The lady's like, I don't know. So I go in there and she, you know, her lips are up. She's like, God darn it. These Mexicans is climbing through windows. They said I stole her ring. And the lady was nice. Like, I met the lady. She was there for, I think she had like a brain surgery. She was the nicest lady, but she claimed that, Mom said that she said the boyfriend came in the window. She had on her lingerie. They was in the bathtub. She did it. Doing their thing. Doing their thing. While she was sitting there. So then she goes, mind you, she don't walk, but she chased the man downstairs because they came in the window. So she chased him downstairs. It was a green car. They had on a mask. What else? They said that she took it. Called all kind of names, all kind of black this and black that, and the funniest thing about it was she told us for weeks. Up until she was sick, she was still telling the story to the point where I'm like, maybe it did happen a little bit. She told, I think Scotty had came up to the nurse home to see her, and his mouth was wide open, and she was telling him the story. He's like, but why did no one call me? Like, because it never happened. I just thought I had to share that with everyone.
She had major surgery, and they said sometimes after the surgery they go through her.
But she came home months later. She was like, I'm telling all my friends about this place. Telling them, go to this place. She wanted to leave. Mind you, she switched rooms, I think, 3 different times while she was there.
You tell her how bad she was at her, but she wanted out.
She wanted out. She wanted out. She wanted space. She wanted out. She wanted a nurse to come to her house. That was Mom, though. I just want to thank everyone for coming out again. Love celebrations, love family, and I always thought it was right that as this 1 year is coming up, I still can't believe it, and it just made sense for all of us to be here. So thanks everybody for coming. Thank you.
The last few years, me, Auntie Carrie, and Auntie Betty would go to the, what was it, the Fest, the Music Fest, down on Tremont Street.
So this time, they got their chairs, Miss Long from Auntie Carrie's down to Fremont. They set up their chairs in front of the stage. And I was walking around, I said, okay, I'm going to leave y'all for a little while, you know. I walked around, came back, they were still having a good time. I got tired, so I went upstairs. And I said, well, I'll go check on them, you know, take a little nap and go check on them. I get downstairs, and they're coming around the corner with their chairs. I said, that's not, didn't we stand all in front of us while we were, you know, listening to the music? But they can't be messing with my little sister, but if I have to take off my wig. Telling her, you know, come on, let's go, you know, before something happens, you know, because you know, do something. They have such a great love for one another.
Oh, no. I was going to tell this story because every, you know, my auntie was one of the nicest human beings I've ever been fortunate to know, never mind related to. But she had some temper and strength if you mess with her. And I was fortunate enough to be carrying my child when she was carrying her baby. And we did a lot of things together. We went to our prenatal care, we ate a lot of things together, and we both liked Joe's steak and cheese. Auntie Carrie would either buy me one, or I'd buy her one, or we buy our own, but I would always be the one to go because she was a little older than me. One day she sent me to get me and her a steak and cheese sub. On the way back, I took a bite of mine and ate it. It was so good. I took a bite of hers and ate it. You don't do that to my Auntie Carrie. You don't mess with her Pepsis, her cake, her chips, or her steak and cheese sub. She started crying. She jumped up. If she would have got a hold of me, I swear to God, she was going to strangle me to death. We was both running across the pond. She almost got me because I was left crying because I didn't understand why she could be so mad. You don't mess with no pregnant woman's food. You know, and she never forgave me, but about 3 days later, I got her a steak and cheese sub. She forgave me. That's my critique,
Anyone else?
India.
You got time.
Tell that story about
I just want to say, Auntie Carrie was probably the only aunt that I know or knew of that throughout her lifetime, I never heard her say a curse word. She would say devilish, daggone, or gosh darn it, but I've never heard her say the S word or the F word. Never. But you know what's so ironic about Auntie Carrie is that when I'm looking at her pictures here, I'm looking at her as the baby girl of the Marshall. Alright, and now I'm looking over here at the oldest girl of the Marshall. And then when I'm looking at Auntie Carrie again, I'm seeing the youngest boy of the Marshall clan. But what I'm conscientious of, that although we're missing her, these are the last two. The boy and the girl, of which she represented. And it's important for us to understand that because the Marshall name is going to carry on as they become the Thorntons, whatever, different last names, but you're still Marshalls. And the point that I'm making is that as far as our clan goes, the Marshall clan, we came from the Joneses. But the Marshall clan, essentially, we have to keep the legacy going. And things like this, when we have little groups like this, to memorialize and to have these memorable moments where we can share so that the younger ones can learn who was who in the family tree. She's gone, but she's not forgotten. She's gone too soon. But yet, she's still being memorialized. So I just want you all to know, to the oldest matriarch of the Marshall clan, to the youngest boy of the Marshall clan. And then I'm looking around here, all these tons of nieces, nephews, and grandkids, great-grands, and whatever. It's amazing that you all came out, and it's amazing that you all came out for a memorial like this, because it keeps us together as a family. And I can carry with one woman who personally I have never heard her say a curse word, and that amazed me. About any person on this place without her that I know, no matter how pissed off she got, she never used a swear. Nope, and that was amazing.
Pigs could say that, but as her daughter, we heard her swear. She didn't know how to swear, but we heard she damn sure swore. Okay? It came every 10 years or so, but when she did, you knew to get the hell up out of her way. Because if a curse word came out of her mouth, it was serious. You listen, and I don't care, you might have thought she was sick or whatever, even to the end of the day. I remember, listen. That's Saturday. Listen. Just like the and I just want to say that we didn't understand that those last days when we, and I need to say for people that don't know, I am in recovery, and my mother was sick, and for my 10th year, that was the last time she seen me celebrate. She walked up the stairs of this, like she could not walk, and she made it there. And I gave her my 10-year medallion. And I need to say, like, I had to share my mother with a whole lot of people. I was her firstborn, and I remember being like the only child, but I shared my mother with a whole lot of people. And she's always been there. She's never ever turned her back on me. For everything I went through, she's just been there for me. So when she came for my 10 years, I gave her this medallion. And about 2 weeks later, she had the surgery. That was in May. She had the surgery. And then they told us, I remember sitting in the hospital for hours. They told me surgery was going to be 6 hours. It was like 10 hours later. And she had not come out the operation. And when she came out there, I seen her rolling by, and the doctor finally came and talked to us and let us know. Because we had talked her into the surgery, because we told her once they took the bladder, they told us she was stage 2. When they went in, they found out she was stage 4. Stage 3, whatever. She was far along, where the only thing they could do was chemo, because they couldn't spray because it was on a major blood vessel. And I remember thinking, like, how do I tell her when she comes out of this that she's still not clear cancer after they told her she was? So we made a decision that she was going into rehab, and we wasn't going to tell her until after. And that whole time I felt guilty because she didn't know.
No, she kept saying that her whole thing was she was glad that it was over. You know, she didn't have to suffer anymore. And I guess the worst part for us was knowing that that wasn't the case at all. And thought she didn't know, but she knew.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Anyway, she really, this is what I thought. We thought she didn't know. So, what happened was, when she got better, she came home, went to the doctors with her. This was when we was gonna tell her that she still had cancer and that she had to get chemo. And I'm gonna tell you, before she went into surgery, she said, "I'm not getting chemo." And she made a decision not to get chemo. She left out of that hospital. We made an appointment with her to get her port in. And when she got home, she told Tracy. Tracy called me, said she canceled the appointment. She made a decision. So like, I was kind of angry, you know, because I just thought that like that would save my mother, because I needed her, because she's the rough person. It's all right. It's all right. And I know without a doubt loves me unconditionally. And if she was gone, who the hell was I going to turn to? I didn't know who I was going to turn to when she was gone.
Tracy.
Tracy can always be a one. So me, you know, like really, I need to say that out loud, like angry, like do you know what that means? Like hospice. So I was like, okay, all right. I'll come in and help you clear the bed out, the room. We'll get your room together. She said, oh, you ain't got to do that. She said, they already set it up. I said, well, where they set it up at? And she said, in the living room. I said, you can't have that bed. She said, I said, it's in the living room, that's where it's going to be, and that's where it's going to be. And don't say nothing else to me about it. So I came in that weekend, because before then I would come in every Sunday, go down there, clean, cook her dinner or whatever. So I came in, and she had it right smack dead in the middle of the living room. Right? And it wasn't until the end, that last weekend, that I understand why she did that.
She said y'all wasn't gonna put her in a room to die.
She had some acceptance about what was happening, and she wanted to be there. She wanted to see every one of us, and she wanted to be a part of us, and she just wanted to be there. That was it. She didn't want to be in no back room. And like that last weekend when we called people and they called, like everybody came through, and I need to say like she, oh my God. Friday she was out of there. Saturday she got a new win. You would have swore there was nothing wrong with her. She sat there and laughed. India fed her some soup, and she said, well, Mom, you was hungry. She said, just like a nigga. You know, so she sat there, and that whole day, and at the end of the night, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were saying, we got to tell people to leave. We got to tell people to leave. And it was my night to stay with her, and she slipped out. And that was it. And on Sunday, she slipped out Saturday night.
No, she didn't. She died Sunday morning before Memorial Day.
No, I'm saying when she wasn't talking enough.
It was Sunday.
It was Saturday night. Saturday night after everybody. Sunday, can I just say, I want to finish my story, y'all. Sunday, I laid in the bed with her. And we talked, and she didn't talk, but she knew. She squeezed my hand, and she was rubbing my hand, and I was talking to her, and I was, you know, just whatever. But I knew that that was it. So I told her I was going back home. I was going home to do a FMLA on my job, and I would be back the next night. But when I rode up that highway, doing my ride, that was the last time I was going to so that was the last time. But I do know that like she was happy. For every one of you all that came through, that's what she wanted. You know, she wanted everybody was able to come through. She sat in that living room. Auntie Betty, listen, Linda told the story about my sister take off my wig. Look, Bear's like, y'all gotta come get her. Auntie Betty parked a chair next to that bed and said, I am not leaving my sister.
Betty, I'm all right. Auntie Betty, I'm all right. We had to call them to come get her and take her home. What you sit there for, 3 days?
Almost.
3 days. She wasn't, but like, she got what she wanted in her last days. You know what I'm saying? She had, Uncle Brody was able, like we all had a chance to say what we needed to say to her. You know, I called, like people was coming through, like everybody had that last chance. And I need to say, like, bad as I miss my mother, God gave me something a lot of people don't get. I had that opportunity. She knew she was going, but she wasn't going to go until she got a chance to say goodbye to everyone. And then I knew she was leaving because Shanda had a dream. I don't know if you all heard this one. Shanda had a dream. She said, I had a dream that Billy came to the house, knocked on the door. Now Billy's dead. Billy is dead. He came to the house and he had a strange lady with him. And she didn't know who the lady was. But Billy came to the house and talked to Shanda, but the lady didn't say anything, but she sat on the bed with my mother. She sat right next to my mother. So we said, who was the lady, Shanda? Shanda said, I don't know. I've never seen her before in my life. So I said, Scotty, you got a picture of your mother? Scotty went home and got a picture of Auntie Jane. And we showed, she had never met Auntie Jane. We showed Shanda that picture and Shanda said, oh my God, that's the lady who came with Billy. And I need to tell you all, Billy is very on top of her. So I knew then they had came for her. She just was like, I got to say goodbye to her. Because a week or 2 later, she died. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Anybody else got memories? We're going to finish this off with some. And though Jimmy and Jimmy's
Hi everybody. I know I shared my rhyme with Elijah and Carrie, but I wanted to stand and just say that Miss Carrie, I've known for some 30 years. I'm the FEMA stepmother. Carrie always showed genuine love. You know, she had a heart of acceptance and she was never judgmental. I thank God for knowing her and her being an influence in my life. But I do want to share the memory of Carrie's last days with her loved ones. I remember at the brother's service at this brother's church when Carrie stood up, you know, and made her release back to the Lord. Carrie allowed us at some time when we was in her company to see a glimpse of heaven. And that is so true because when you go through that transformation, you know, God allows you to see some things. And I happened to be in Carrie's presence when I saw the presence of the Lord show up. I knew without a shadow of a doubt where Carrie was going. She had made her peace. I know the steamer was angry, and some of the other children were angry because Carrie did not want any treatment. But she made her peace with the Lord. And she knew what she had, and she knew what she was facing, but she knew where she was going to go and to be. To Danielle, I truly believe that what you was allowed to see, Shanda, what you was allowed to see, because you came in at that time to be Carrie's caregiver, along with the other families. But you was a strong caregiver in your pregnancy. And I believe the Lord allowed you to see that, so that you will know. So my heart, and I want everyone's heart, although you're saddened, to rejoice. I shared a passage with Carrie, John 16, verse 20, when Jesus is talking to his disciples about one day you will see me, you will not see me again, but your grief will turn to joy. Yeah. Let your grief be the joy, because Carrie is truly with her Lord and her Savior. And if we live right, and we have a relationship with the Lord, now Carrie didn't go to church all the time, she shared that with me, but she had a personal relationship with the Lord. Have a relationship with the Lord, and one day we all will see our loved ones again. I thank God for knowing Carrie. I thank God for the family. Although it was a unique situation how we got together, but Carrie loved me nevertheless. And I love my Nikema dearly. And I do know, Nikema, you've gone through so many losses in your life. Your father's here, grandmother, father. But I know when you lost your Carrie, I didn't know if you were going to pull through that. But it's so good to see that you're strong today. And I think you do know in your heart that your grandmother is the Lord. And one day you will see her again. Carrie did share a lot of stories about her siblings growing up with me. I never heard Carrie curse, but she did talk about a woman in her apartment building. Carrie told me she's going to beat this woman, and she said the word, and it shocked me. But she said it, she meant it, but she shared a lot of stories. She was so proud of her children, her grandchildren, you know, their accomplishments, and I cherish all those memories and all those opportunities that she was able to share. I thank Keisha for allowing me to minister to her mom, you know, and those opportunities, you know, God is a good God. And it's so wonderful that Carrie touched so many hearts and so much love. Thank you for letting me share.
That woman in her building that Missy was talking about, this is her daughter. Gloria, back there, she was our neighbor too, 4910 Court, 13th Street. This was our neighbor. We played, we fought like we had big old family fights. You know, but as the years went on, you know, we all stayed in with each other over the years. Her and I were both pregnant together. Her son's the same age as Danielle. Her mother used to feed me. We didn't fight when we was pregnant. Her mother used to feed me. You know, she'd come upstairs, my mother feed her, you know, like, I miss her fried chicken. You know, Scotty, Jimmy, we have memories of Ziegler Street and 4910 Court.
4910, right, Gloria? That was a family.
Miss Murray. I think I was Miss Murray's favorite. Wasn't I? I was Miss Murray's favorite, right? I was. But this is the neighbor of her mother that we used to all get into big family fights. We went right up downstairs from each other. But this is Janita. Thank you for coming. 20-something years.
How's everybody doing? Hey! I just want to probably just echo what most of you probably are thinking.
Quiet, please. This is the last one.
It's really a blessing that we can break bread, you know, come together and break bread, and it's beautiful, you know, and even though it's in remembrance of a loved one's passing, it's just an opportunity for us to stop what we're doing, running around in our lives, here and from and stuff, and just come on and sit down together, man. Some of us haven't seen each other in who knows when last, you know, so it's a beautiful thing. My Auntie Carrie, I mean, she was really like my mother, you know, and her children are my sisters, you know, and her sister's children are my brother and sisters too. So it's kind of like a funny thing when you're trying to tell somebody that you're meeting who this person is. And they say, well, who is that? And you go, this is my cousin, sister, brother, right? And, you know what I mean? This is such and such, you know what I mean? Forget about it, you know. You can't explain it, but the bond is that deep. So anytime I went to Auntie Carrie's house, I was going home. And it didn't matter what time it was. And there was a time when I was running around the street so crazy that I might fall in her house at 4, 5 in the morning. You know, hours that was crazy. A lot of people would not open the door for you, maybe once or twice, but not all the time. Not all the time. Especially knowing that you probably aren't doing right, that you're probably doing wrong, you know? But Auntie Carrie never not opened the door, not once, you know, and I mean the unconditional love that she exemplified, I have not seen that in a lot of human beings that I've met so far, whether they're blood or not. I just, you know, I think that, you know, God sends people here for certain reasons, especially in particular families, you know. Auntie Carrie had her purpose. And I think more will be revealed as we move on, you know, in time. But so far we see that the unconditional love that she naturally, you know, like demonstrated day in and day out, year in and year out, is a model to try and exemplify so that we can, if we can't even come halfway to measure, we'll still be making, you know, ourselves a far better human being if we can just even touch a third of that. It was that deep, you know. I went to a family reunion, a few family reunions. We kind of lost connection with some of them. But we went to one down in Augusta, Georgia. And we've come from the South down in Georgia. And a cousin of mine, we did a little excursion trip. You know, we left the reunion and we hit the road and we had some diagonals to go to certain places. And we went to this place that was the house that my grandmother used to live on that land. And they had a house there that was in ruins a little bit. It had like pillars, like a White House and stuff like that. It was the big house, you know, like where the master used to live. And then we seen some of the shacks that were still standing where my grandmother and them used to live too, right? And then we walked on the land. And as I'm walking on the land, right, there was something that happened to me. It was almost like spirits was moving in and out of me. I can't explain it. It was like I seen things, right, in the air that kind of, I didn't know what was happening, but I had some kind of experience there, right? I came away and talked a lot about, you know, what had happened with some people, and then kept it moving. The reason why I mentioned that is because sometimes we live our life and we be so stuck on us, you know, it's all about me and this and the other, and there is a part of your life that is about you, right? But you are very temporary, you know, you're here for a second and you're gone, you're just here a minute, right? But the genes, you know, the martial gene, and like the brother said, you know, it's into the Thorndike, the Johnson, the this, the that, the Anderson, the this, you know, we spread out, branches all over the place, you know. That is like perpetual. That continues on and on and on. So sometimes we're actually like holding the door open for others, you know. And Auntie Carrie was a custodian for that door. All of the young people, me included, you know, that she, man, stood chaperone for, you know, without pay, without thanks, you know, and without any regard for how much time it was taken from her person. I watched her do that. And you know what? She didn't miss a beat with raising her daughters at the same time. Her daughters never suffered as a result of her sharing and giving all this love to everybody else. How is that? Because what we're talking about, we don't have enough time, you know? So I just know that Auntie Carrie has taught me so much stuff that, you know, I have two sons, and I had a son come in from Texas the other day, and we went to a dinner with them, some of the family, and they hadn't seen him in like 20 years. And you know, he's doing wonderful down in Texas, you know. He's married, he has a daughter now, he's got a family. And you think about, where's all the time gone? What's happening here? You know, built a 4-bedroom house. I'm sure they're anticipating more, God willing. I have another son that's here at Bentley, you know, and I was talking to somebody about how those guys didn't grow up like I grew up. They didn't grow up in the ghetto and in a city and stuff like that. They grew up in like suburbs and this and that, you know, went to college and never was on drugs and don't have a criminal record. You know, and I'm like, the cycle is being broken, you know? The cycle is being broken in my individual life, but even bigger than that, the cycle is being broken collectively on our family level, on the landscape of our families' lives, because we're getting healthier. We come from some crazy dysfunction shit, man. And where a lot of us, well, me, you know, I'm not all there. You know, I'm crazy, depending on what day you catch me, you know. But like, I'll tell you, I'm not well, you know, but I'm making an effort. I think that each of us has gotten healthier as we moved along. but we've known that there's been some challenges for us to express our individualness and our potential because of this thing that we have to deal with that we're healing from. But on a whole, as a result of Auntie Carrie and all of the many Auntie Carries and the mamas and the Auntie Jeans, man, the Uncle Brothers, man, and all of these people, right? I feel that like I'm a part of a great family, man, and that, you know, and that I'm comforted, man, and I love her, man. I'm gonna love Auntie Carrie.
I said I was not going to speak. Y'all know me, I like to be seen, not really heard. But first and foremost, I want to thank all of you all for coming out and helping us celebrate my mom. I know that she has been awesome. To everyone here, and we all have tons of memories that we can share about her. Oh, she'll get up. There she go. Tons of memories, but the one memory that I wanted to share is just if I really didn't believe in how strong someone could be in their last days, she showed that in her last few days. Like just the strength she showed, the unselfishness that she showed, where she wanted everything, and she knew it wasn't even about us. About her, but it was about us. You know, like I think she held on long enough for everybody to be able to talk to her, say their goodbyes, because she knew that we needed that. It wasn't really for her. She knew that when she was gone, we would need to be able to hold on to that. So I just thank God for her strength, you know, just really being able, if I can say I do love God, I trust God, but if I did not believe in God, watching the last few days of my mom's life would really make me a believer in God. And that last night before she passed, Monday night, she passed Tuesday morning. Monday night, we was in there praying and praising God, and that's how I like to remember my mom. She was God-fearing, God-believing, so unselfish, just filled with so much strength and love, where she would pass up her needs and wants so that she could make sure that everyone else was taken care of. So thank you all for coming out and helping celebrate my mom, because she was an awesome woman.
I'm gonna do another raffle there. I forgot about the raffle. Necklace.
That looks like me.
I know, huh? I go with you.
She look like a villain in
Tony got one more thing to say.
I'm gonna keep it brief, but I heard a lot of people say, I heard a lot being said about Auntie Carrie raising us. And I just want to clarify as one of them, because Auntie Carrie was Mama's baby, you know, and Auntie Carrie raised me. You know, she helped her mother while she was one of her last kids at home. But even in spite of that, you know, I lost my mother very early. But I was fortunate. I was
became parents of mine. I haven't talked about the summers I spent at Uncle Rhodey's house. Every summer, he took me to his house with his kids and his wife. Even through the school fiscal year, Uncle Rhodey took me to the gym where he worked, and that's where I did my homework. I learned how to play basketball in the gym with my uncle. My Auntie Betty gave me my first gift certificate to Farley's Basement. I couldn't have been no more than 13 years old. She made a list, and I was mad. I was furious. How's she going to give me $50 and tell me how to spend it? But she did, and I had to, because that's how Mom raised us, respect our elders. But not only that, she did that just about every birthday and every Christmas. She made sure I got some new panties, some pajamas, some slippers, things my grandmother didn't come from that era, didn't think about. My Auntie Carrie, every year, for about 7 years straight, I broke a bone. I had a cast either on my leg, my arm, my shoulder, my wrist, aberrations on my fingers. Auntie Carrie took me to the hospital every single time. All right? When I got my shots, my immunization shot, Auntie Carrie took me. But every time I had to go to the doctor or the dentist, my Auntie Carrie took me. Not only was she my sister, she too was a mother to me. Even when I got in trouble in school, my Auntie Carrie was the nicest person. I told you she had a temper. She beat up my teacher. She called my teacher Finnemore. She didn't swear, but she called him Fat Finnemore and hit him. My daughter's father, we was having a fight in Mama's hallway. She beat him in the back with a broom. Get off her. My Auntie Carrie built me out a lot. Like, a lot of things I'm talking about, it was because she loved me so selflessly. Even when I was the troublemaker and created a lot of that mess, my Auntie Carrie always was there for me. She never once did not come. You know, in a lot of these times, I don't even know how she found out I was in trouble because she didn't have a phone. But somehow she always turned up. You know, she meant a lot to me, you know. That was my mother's sister, Aunt, for real. You know, and you know, I don't want no one to get it twisted. All my aunts and uncles been my aunt, uncle, and mother. For real. My Uncle Bill, who died, he put me on a team. Uncle Rhodey, he took me to my first track meet. I never forget it because I ran in my brother Jimmy's white boat. He was going to kill me. They was pearly white and I put it back. Pearly gray and black. I was petrified to ride Uncle Rhodey. God forgive me. He had been drinking. He was at the finish line making bets. I ran track. And he made me run against this girl, Myra Pritchard. But this is what all my aunts and uncles, I know this is about my Auntie Carrie. These two right here, the last two, Auntie Carrie was their baby. You know, and the same way she took care of all of us, them two right there took care of their aunt, my Auntie Carrie. You know, and I just wanted to acknowledge them as well. You know, because we're not all promised to stay. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather look them in their face and tell them why I love them. You know, I got to do that with Auntie Carrie. I took care of her for 5.5 months before she got sick. You know, other people stepped in and took care of her too, but I got to apologize, talk, breathe some love, and she breathed love on me back. And I don't have no bad conscience of a lot of things that happen in our lives because I got that time, and I feel so blessed to have been there. And I feel like I got some of the cream of the crop of what she gave me. I gave it back. That's all. I love you.
All right.
Okay.